and welcome to episode 2 of Shop Talk. My name is Brent Nelson, owner and operator of Barbers of the Lowcountry, located in Bluffton, South Carolina, and soon to be in Beaufort, South Carolina. If you are watching this video first, let me encourage you to watch episode 1, especially if you're watching this video and your child does not have lice. Because in episode 1, we talk about ways of preventing lice so that your child doesn't even get it. So if your child does not have lice and you are watching this video first, pause, go back to episode 1, watch that, because it's crucial in really helping your kids from preventing your kids from getting lice in the first place. Because this video is strictly on how to get rid of lice. I also want to reiterate one thing that I mentioned in my last video, and that is if your child has lice, do not bring them to a barber shop or a salon to get their hair cut. I say that again, do not bring them in because you're wanting the ease of getting rid of it by just shaving their head, because by law, we will have to escort you out of the shop. And the reason why is because lice spreads extremely fast. They jump and get on things and they mate like bunnies. So they have nits and eggs and babies really fast. So that's why they spread so fast. And if you come into the shop and we allow you to get your hair cut there, they can get on our tools and our capes and our furniture. And what we have to do to get rid of them in our shop, even if we don't see any, if you step foot in our shop and your child has lice, we have to go through an extermination process that really stops all production in the shop. And it's kind of a pain in the neck, but it's something that we have to do when a child comes in the shop with lice. So please, if you know your child has lice, do not bring them in the shop. Now, if we happen to find them for you, then obviously there's nothing you could have done about it, but we will have to ask you to leave immediately, and that's law. We have to do that. And I also want you to remember that because your child has lice, it does not mean you're dirty. In fact, it's quite the opposite. So just watch the first episode and I explain all of that to you. So if you're not aware of what lice looks like, this is what lice and nits look like. So what I'd like to talk to you about now is how to get rid of lice if your child has it. First thing you are going to want to do is protect everybody immediately in your household by putting a shower cap on everyone's head, even the child with lice. The second thing you would like to do is quarantine that child. If they share a room with the sibling, have the sibling maybe sleep in mommy and dad's room or another room in the house, but you want to quarantine that child. The third thing you're going to want to do is inspect all other members in the home. Find out if that child who has lice is the only one. Make sure he's the only one or she's the only one with lice, and that no other member has it. Next, you're going to want to go to the grocery store or a pharmacy and buy a lice shampoo kit. Now you can also get this on Amazon. However, if your child has lice, you're not going to want to wait even a day for the shampoo. So unless you want to stock ahead of time, go to the grocery store or the pharmacy like Walgreens, Walmart, Bluffton Pharmacy, your local pharmacy, and get a lice shampoo kit. Now they're going to range in price between $17 to $40 depending on which one you get. Some of the brands that I recommend would be Lice MD, that being the cheapest, RID, RID, and then Nix. Nix is going to be the little higher price point, but they all work really, really well. So you're going to want to treat everyone in your household with the RID shampoo or the Lice shampoo, even if they do not have it. So treat everyone with the shampoo. After you shampoo the child who has lice, you're going to want to immediately take a very fine tooth comb, which should come in your kit, and it looks like this. And you're going to want to comb every single nit from root to the end of the hair out. This is the worst, most painful process. Not physically painful, just more exhausting, really. Now, if your child is tender-headed, then it can be painful, but you're going to want to comb through, and what this is doing is getting the nits. And remember, this is what nits look like. You're going to want to get the nits off the hair shaft. Now, when you comb them out, you want to wipe them in a paper towel that you will then put into a Ziploc bag. Now, this is very crucial because you can spread lice to other members of the household by not disposing of the nits properly. So after you comb them out, you wipe them into a paper towel and then immediately put them in a Ziploc bag and zip it up. This process should be done at least twice a day for that child who has lice. Now, it does not recommend shampooing within twice in a day. Sometimes the shampoo recommends like every other day because it's a very strong, high intensity shampoo, and it's like putting insecticide in your child's hair. So you don't want to do it too often because it could irritate your child's scalp. So comb through the nits at least twice a day, and you want to keep doing that every day until you don't see any more nits. And that is very crucial. The reason why it's important to use the shampoo and to comb through is because the shampoo by itself will not kill the nits. They will not kill it. So you want to comb through and use the shampoo. That's why buying the kit would be the most cost-effective way to go. Now, while this is taking place, you're going to want to sanitize your entire home. This is also can be very exhausting, but very crucial. So the way you sanitize everything is in the kit. You will also have almost like a spray can of insect repellent, and you want to spray all hard surfaces with that spray. Now, any soft surfaces like pillows, pillowcases, bedding, clothes, you want to take all of those items that can be washed and wash them in the washing machine at the highest temperature possible. Then you want to dry them at the highest temperature possible without shrinking your clothes. So whichever the highest temperature that the clothes can stand, that's the temperature you want to use in the dryer. Anything that cannot be washed, that's soft, that cannot use the spray insecticide on, you want to get a big plastic bag, like a big garbage bag, and put those items in that garbage bag. Wrap that bag into another bag and seal it as tight as you can. And you want to keep them in there for 2 weeks. Now, this is crucial. There's a lot of crucial things in this video, but I'm telling you, if you miss one step, you can start this whole process all over again. So you want to make sure that every step that I'm mentioning, you're following. Okay, now we're going to just go through all 7 steps on how to treat lice. Real quick. Number 1, you want to protect every member in the household by putting on a shower cap. Number 2, you need to quarantine that child that has lice. Number 3, inspect every member of the household to identify that the child with lice is the only member with lice. Because one child may have it really bad and the other might just have a few here and there. But you want to identify which member of the household has lice, and then quarantine that child. So number 4, you want to treat every member in the household with a lice shampoo. Number 5, comb the nits out of your child's hair at least twice a day. And remember, wipe the comb off in a paper napkin and then put that napkin into a Ziploc bag. Number 6, you want to use a spray insecticide on all hard surfaces in your entire home. So you might have to buy an extra can. So this is when you might not have to buy a kit if you run out of the can that's in the kit, but the kit will really help you identify what items you need in this process. Last but not least, you want to sanitize your entire home. Now, I appreciate you watching this video. If you found this video to be helpful and you learned a lot from this video, please mention it in our comments. Subscribe to our channel and let us know what you liked or disliked about the video. And quite frankly, if you have ideas that have worked for you on getting rid of lice, I'd like to hear them. And also, if there are things that you would like me to touch on in the future, list them in the comments. I'd be happy to see what people are interested in knowing, and then I'll produce a video on that. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for our episode 3 of Shop Talk.